in today's class, let us see how to rationalize the denominator. So as the term suggests here, rationalize the denominator. So if any irrational number comes in the denominator, we have to rationalize the denominator. For that, let us see what are irrational numbers. We all know that root of all prime numbers, under root or square root of all prime numbers are all irrational numbers, isn't it? So root 2, root 3, root 5, root 7, root 11, etc. So whenever, let us take for example 1 by root 7 here. So 1 by root 7 is an irrational number here. So 1 by root 7, we are going to rationalize the denominator here, root 7. So we have to convert this irrational number to rational number. Okay, numerator is not our concern. As the question says here, we are going to rationalize the denominator alone. So we are going to multiply with the same irrational number in the numerator as well as the denominator. So when you multiply both numerator and denominator by root 7, what you get here is root 7 divided by, what is root 7 into root 7? It is root 7 the whole square. And we know that under root or square root of any prime numbers or any number, the whole square. So root of x whole square is x itself. Root x whole square is equal to x itself. For information, let us see how you get this. What is root of x? It is x raised to 1 by 2. Isn't it? Root of x is, square root of x is x raised to 1 by 2. Cube root of x is x raised to 1 by 3. And the whole square here, this is of the form a raised to m whole raised to n. So what you do here is a raised to m into n. So these two gets cancelled. What you get is x here. This is how root x the whole square becomes x here. So root 7 whole square is 7 itself. So now we can see that we have rationalized the denominator here. The denominator has become a rational number here. Okay, let us see another example. 1 by 2 root 5. 1 by 2 root 5. You can see that root 5 is an irrational number. There is no need to take 2 here in this case. Just take the irrational number alone. So 1 by 2 root 5 into root 5 by root 5. What do you get here? 1 into root 5 is root 5 by 2 into, as I told you earlier, root 5 into root 5 becomes 5 here. So that is root 5 into root 5 is root 5 whole square or 5. So 2 into 5, that is equal to root 5 by 10. So we have rationalized the denominator. So all these examples are those of which have the denominators as only one term here. What about denominators having more than one term? Let us take an example of a denominator of a fraction where we have a denominator as 2 terms. Let us take it as 2 plus root 3. Here, know that root 3 is an irrational number. And we can't do this sum just by multiplying root 3 by root 3. We will not be getting the answer. So what we are going to do is we are going to introduce another term, that is conjugate. What is conjugate here? Just take both the same digits and just you change the sign here. If it is positive here, you are going to multiply with the negative sign in the middle. If it is negative here, you are going to take positive. So that is what the term conjugate means, just the opposite sign. So what happens here is 2 minus root 3 into 1 is 2 minus root 3 divided by, this is of the form a plus b into a minus b. So that is a square minus b square. 2 square minus root 3 square. So the answer is 2 minus root 3 divided by, what is 2 square? 4. And what is root 3 whole square? 3. So the final answer is 2 minus root 3 by 1 or 2 minus root 3 itself. By 1 you can write, or it's your wish. Okay, by 1 is optional. So 2 minus root 3 is the final answer. Hope this is clear for you. So we have rationalized the denominator here. Let me take one more example and make it more clear for you. Okay, let us take another example. 1 by root 3 plus root 5. Root 3 plus root 5. So again we are going to multiply this with the conjugate, root 3 minus root 5 by root 3 minus root 5. So what you get here is 1 into root 3 minus root 5 is root 3 minus root 5 itself, and this is of the form a plus b into a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So the answer you get here is root 3 minus root 5 divided by root 3 square is 3 itself and root 5 square is 5. The final answer is root 3 minus root 5 by negative 2. See, don't leave this negative sign in the denominator. You have to take this to the numerator. So what you get here is minus n2. Put these two terms inside a bracket, as negative sign has to be shared for both these numbers. Okay, you can express this as a final answer. You may take this negative sign into this. You'll get it as negative root 3 plus root 5 by 2, or root 5 minus root 3 by 2. Root 5 minus root 3. Root 5 minus root 3 or minus root 3 plus root 5 by 2. Both are same. Okay. Is 1.5 question number 1, which has been done earlier. And question number 2, you can see it. The question is 1 by root 7 minus root 6. Okay. First step, we are going to multiply it by the conjugate of 1 by root 7 minus root 6, and multiplying it by a conjugate, you get it as 1 by root 7 minus root 6 into root 7 plus root 6 by root 7 plus root 6. And the denominator, as I said earlier, it is a square minus b square. Root 7 square is 7 and under root of 6 square is 6 itself. And the final answer is root 7 plus root 6 divided by 1. Let us go to the third question here. Next question is 1 divided by root 5 plus root 2. 1 divided by root 5 plus root 2. So we are again first step we have to do is we are going to multiply this denominator, this whole fraction with the conjugate. So root 5 plus root 2's conjugate is root 5 minus root 2 by root 5 minus root 2. You're not all supposed to multiply any fraction. You're not all supposed to multiply the numerator alone of any fraction, because it changes the value. We are supposed to multiply it only by 1 here, such that the whole value does not change. So instead of 1, I have to, whatever number you're multiplying the numerator, the same number should be multiplied with the denominator too, such the total value does not change here. So don't multiply the denominator alone. You have to multiply the numerator as well as the denominator, same number. Okay. So here you have to multiply by the conjugate, the numerator as well as the denominator. You're going to multiply the conjugate, and the final answer is here a square minus b square, and you'll get the answer is root 5 minus root 2 by 3. The fourth sum here is 1 by root 7 minus 2, again conjugate, and the final answer is root 7 square is 7 itself, and minus 4. The final answer is root 7 plus 2 divided by 3. Okay, hope I'm clear with all these problems.